Welcome, dreamers and wanderers, here at Dream and Wanderland and a new tarot reading. We will have a look into June energies because we already have June. So crazy how time passes by right at the moment. I didn't even notice that we are right in June already. So a little bit late in the game, but we still have a lot of June remaining, so we will have a look into those energies right now. And for that I have two new decks here that I found in Munich last week, and I have here the Magical Cats Tarot by Betty Greco and the Dragon Oracle by Michaela Handley and Jana della Grottaglia. Excuse me for pronouncing it probably not the correct way, but damn. Sounds a little bit Italian, so not my strength. Sorry for that. And I will start with the Dragon Oracle right here and see which of the dragons want to accompany us throughout June. Okay, let's see. All right. The half of those cards went down the table and one of them stayed above, so I will take that one. It's the Fire Dragon with number 2. 2 in the tarot is the High Priestess, so it's probably also connected to the High Priestess and her intuition and connection to the spiritual world. We have here a lady as well wearing a sword, almost looks like the Queen of Swords. Maybe there's some connection as well, and this very strong, fiery looking dragon. And yeah, it says burn down what doesn't support you anymore or what doesn't serve you anymore. So yeah, probably June is a time to really have some kind of closure on things that really doesn't serve you anymore. So any kind of not helping thoughts, limiting beliefs, any bad habits that doesn't serve you or that doesn't serve you at all. It's time to close that chapter and leave that behind, so that it's only space for the things that really help you with whatever you want to create and bring into this world and what you do with your life in this world. So burn that down, close that chapter, and make space for things that really help you. Okay, then let's see what the tarot cards want to tell us. So I will have a look into the remaining weeks. Let me think. It should be 3 weeks remaining. So I will have a look into each of them and what energies are there in each of the weeks. The past week is already over, so we don't need to look into that. For that, feel free to watch the video for the week ahead from last Sunday. And maybe you want to reflect on the past week anyway, so okay. Feels like that's enough for the next week, so the first remaining week, we have, haven't I said it, the High Priestess. Now she's here. The High Priestess is, yeah, she is able to see behind what is visual or visible to us in this world. She is really looking behind what, yeah, behind the surface, behind the veil between this world and the spiritual world. She really can see, even though she might not, yeah, she can see even if she closes her eyes. And yeah, so the next week, or now the second week of June, might be a very spiritual week to you, where you really connect with the spiritual world, with your higher self, with your intuition, and really take that guidance that comes through to, yeah, to, when you see the next two cards, to make your wishes come true, make your dreams come true. With the Nine of Pentacles here, this is really about the abundance card. Yeah. So a wish will come true, and that is what you are using, your abilities and skills here. And with a star, it's, yeah. So two things here. First is healing. The star can mean that something is about to be healed, especially when you think about what you want to burn here. All those stories from the past that, yeah, kind of kept you in a state where you are afraid of moving onwards. That is about to be healed when you really burn it down. And also, the star is also serving as a kind of North Star, your vision. Whatever your vision is about your life, your dreams, your job, your career, your business, whatever in which area you look when you watch that reading here. If you're asking how or what is the best way to follow your vision, ask that, do that together with the spiritual world, and use your skills as the High Priestess. That connection, your skills, maybe it's also skills around healing, then this might be, for some of you, the hint to actually start using that and really make money with that. This is your start sign, your official goal to do that, to use your skills as a High Priestess and a healer to follow your vision, your North Star, and make some money with it. And yeah, in general, follow your vision, follow your dreams, and use your connection to the spiritual world, your intuition, to make the next steps forward, to make the next decisions which will lead you to your wishes fulfilled. That's the next week. Then we will have a look into the third week of June. Also 3 cards, that's enough. So let's see, the third weeks might be a week where you have to decide something but are not really able to do so, whether because you can't see that there is a decision up and that, or what that decision might look like, or you don't want to see it, that you try to ignore the fact that you have to decide something. Come back when you are in that week, come back to this reading and see, reflect on what happened in that week, and maybe you will find some guidance here. I mean, with the High Priestess, it doesn't mean that the energy of the High Priestess is only available in that 1 week of June. You can step into that energies as whenever you want, whenever you like, and really make the decisions. Use that skills as well for finding a solution, finding the next step, finding or get guidance for making those decisions as well. So it's all here, it's all in you. You just need to step into that energies. Okay, let's see. We have the Emperor and we have the Hierophant. So pretty masculine energies here. It might be, okay, maybe if those two cards represent actually persons, it might be that the Emperor, there is a person that is really like a father figure, maybe an elderly or an older person that already has a lot of wisdom. They both have a lot of wisdom on each unique way. The Emperor more about building his own empire, making his own rules, maybe a kind of, it really feels like more business driven, that someone has built its business already. And the Hierophant is more a person that, it could be a coach, a trainer, a mentor. That one could be that as well, but this is more a teacher-like energy that is, it might be a little bit mentor versus teacher. Mentor in the fact that he's telling you how he did the things, and you can choose if you want to do it the same way. Or the teacher as such is more like helping you to find your own answers. So maybe in the 3rd week there might be a decision between both ways, and with whom you want to work with, what is best for you. And to make it even more complex, it feels like that you already know the person in each category, and you don't really, or you are not really able to really decide which or who of them you prefer, because maybe you even know them personally and you are afraid to hurt one of them if you don't choose that person. At least for some of you that could be a thing. But remember here the dragon, the fire dragon, just because you think someone might be hurt, it doesn't really mean that that is the real case, because you can't read anyone's minds, and you just don't know what they feel about that if you decide something. So why not burning down your way of thinking what other people might think, although you don't know anything about what they think. So just as a little reminder or a little question to yourself, is that really necessary to make assumptions on anyone's feelings? So the decision might be about deciding between two different ways, and what is the best for you, or what do you feel most aligned with, without thinking too much about what the other people might think or might feel, or if they might get hurt from your decision. Because with the Two of Swords, the swords can be sharp, and maybe you think, okay, your decision can actually hurt anyone's feeling. Don't let yourself being held back by assumptions that you don't know that they are true, and really make sure that you listen to yourself, your gut feeling, your guidance, that you make the best decision for you and not for anyone else. Okay, that's the third week of June. And now we will have a look into the final week of this month. What's going on there? Two cards, maybe? Is that it? Or will be there? Okay, one more round. Okay, now that's the end. Okay, it's a little bit more of cards. I might put them a little bit over there. We need some space. So the last week of June starts with the 10 of Wands. So there is something to carry. A lot of work, a lot of stuff that you carry around with you that makes you feel exhausted and as if you want to give up and don't know really how to move on with all that weight on your back. However, the 10th is the last card in that cycle, and it's about the end is near. So just a few steps and you can see already here this little village behind. So you are almost home and on the goal line. And yeah, it might feel heavy, but the end is near as well. And with a 10 and 1 plus 0 is back to 1 and a new cycle starts. So the end is almost there. So no need to give up right now because it's almost there. And then we have Judgment. So advancing, awakening, advancing to a new level of consciousness. And also, yeah, you are about to wake up about something, which is great. So maybe, it doesn't really come through what about, but probably that will develop over the month anyways. And by the end of the month, you will realize where you are advancing to the next level, or wake up about something, maybe something around to make decisions depending on what you are aligned with and not others. And yeah, to burn down what you need to burn down here. And now, give me a second, I need to switch the video because I need to make space, and I will come back in a very second. All right, I'm back. I needed to make a little bit more space on my camera, and otherwise we would have missed out the end of this reading here. So, advancing to the next level of consciousness, waking up about something. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So something, whether you really get attacked by someone and you need to stand your ground and protect your boundaries, or you think or you feel like someone is attacking you, doesn't really mean that this will come true, that other person or the other persons really intend to attack you, but at least you will feel like that. Maybe it has something to do with your perception of yourself, that you can't push through with something, and then a wrong word by someone makes you really feel like inferior, trying to protect yourself and feel like you need to defend yourself. So be mindful here if that really is the intention of those people, or if it's just your perception and your mind that tries to trick you into a fight that would not necessarily or would not be necessary to fight. Maybe try to count down to 10 before you actually act and react on something that is not really necessary. Be careful here. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Someone is trying, it really feels like both are sevens. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. With the Seven of Swords, it feels like someone is trying to sneak away with something, trying to get out of a situation without being noticed by someone. Maybe you. Same as with the Seven of Wands. It really feels like that something is trying to trick you into feeling the way it might be obvious, like being attacked or someone is trying to betray you. But, and maybe there is this waking up about something or advancing to a new consciousness where you really hold on to yourself and try to look through the situation before you actually react. And maybe you are about to master that skill to not react infurious or feel like you're betrayed immediately without checking if that is really the intention of the people on the other side. It really feels a lot connected to that burning what doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe that too immediate reactions in situations like that you had maybe until now is not really serving you anymore. It's not protecting you anymore, because if you react or if you are trying to defend yourself against some other people, that you think you are attacked, but in the end you are not attacked at all. It's just your mind is trying to trick you. That might have consequences, that other people suddenly turn on you just because you think you have protected yourself. In fact, that was not the intention, and now there is a real situation here. So be careful with reacting too soon on things, and really stop, pause, breathe, count to 10, whatever your strategy in that situation is, but don't react the way you reacted so far. And maybe really make that a new habit or new skill, to not immediately react to everything. And the way you reacted so far, really burn that. It's not serving you anymore. So burn that and let that go. And that will, and now I need to see, is it? Yeah, still in the picture. So that will lead you, if you really make yourself pause before you react or take any action, that will give you the possibility to really build your personal, to create your world the way you want it, with all the pentacles, with all the abundance that you are looking for, with all the person around you that you choose to be around you. That's a very great ending for this month. And it feels like there is some work to do during the month. A lot of work around your connection to the spiritual world, but also around any kind of beliefs and stories that you had so far, and use them for going through life, to change that and really be aware and mindful about the way you act and react on things, and what kind of mind games your mind is playing with you actually. And also not making any assumption about anyone else but yourself. That feels like the three things that you might put your attention to, and really, when in doubt, then pause and breathe, and then automatically you're getting out of that immediate reaction thing, and that will help you really to see clear on the situation that happens, and make eventually the right decision for yourself to follow your vision and build your abundance the way you envision it. So that is the message for the rest of June. Feel free to come back by the end of the month and review and reflect on what has happened with you, to you, what you made happen, and what you have created, new habits, your little empires here, your abundance, and all the things, and what you have burned or what you are about to say goodbye to. Let me know in the comments what happened for you in that month. And so If you have any questions left, then feel free to let me know, reach out to me, leave me a like, comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And of course, if you want to have a deeper look into your very personal situation, because that's a collective reading, not everything needs to resonate with you, because there are some people here on the channel. And yeah, with that in mind, have a look into the description box for the links where you can book a tarot session with me. And then we will see us in the next video. And that's it from me for now. And we will see us very soon. Bye.